Hey, Centra, thanks so much for tuning in once again for Wellbeing Wednesday. This is actually episode 9 of our COVID Wellbeing. We are beginning to transition out of COVID, and so our taping today will be a little shorter. We have very few updates, which is good. We just have a few updates around policy changes and guidelines that have been updated. I think I've used that word 3 times since we started, but updates. And then Aubrey's going to talk a little bit about how we can continue to be mindful about well-being as we move into phase 1 of kind of reopening the state and what that's going to look like. So, policy updates. First and foremost, we are still a shelter-in-place state, which means a lot of you are ready to make vacation plans for the summer. I as well am very ready to make vacation plans for the summer. However, as long as we remain a shelter-in-place state, be mindful, if you travel outside the state of Virginia, you will still be required to furlough for 14 days per employee health. So, keep that in mind when you're getting ready to make vacation plans. And hopefully we will, sometime in the month of June, I think the original mandate was June 10th. And so hopefully sometime soon we will that restriction will be lifted and we'll be able to travel. I'll be very excited for that. And the second thing that just came out yesterday, and I'm going to pull this up so I can read it verbatim. The second thing that came out yesterday is an update to our furlough policy if you have been symptomatic. And so if you are sick, if you have confirmed COVID or suspected that you have COVID and you have been directed to isolate at home, to furlough at home, these are the following conditions under which you can come back to work. So first, you have to have had no fever for 72 hours. That is 3 full days of no fever without medication that helps to reduce your fever. So you have to, that's your first condition. And in conjunction with, your other symptoms have to improve. So for example, cough or shortness of breath, those things have improved, okay? And so all of this is an and in conjunction with that, at least 10 days have passed since your symptoms first appeared. Okay, so no fever for 72 hours without using any fever reducing medications. Other symptoms have improved and at least 10 days have passed. The original said 7 days. Now it's been updated to 10 days since your symptoms first appeared. And then okay, so the first 3 are ands, now we have an or you provide 2 consecutive negative COVID tests at least more than 24 hours apart. And that includes the fact that you haven't had a fever and that your symptoms have improved. So these are just things that we are grateful that our employee care team is continuing to be mindful of our safety and putting in place guidelines that will keep us, our patients, and our community safe. That particular update will be referenced on the internal COVID site. We will also have it attached to the incident command update that goes out on Wednesday, May 13th this week if you need to look back for reference. So those are the 2 things I have. Aubrey, wrap us up and talk to us a little bit about what we need to be mindful of as we this weekend start to look at the opening of non-essential businesses and just getting out and being around more people.
Yeah, so I'm sure everybody will be excited to be able to start moving back towards some sense of normalcy in terms of what we can do on the weekends and where we can go. But along with that comes just ensuring that we are continuing to take proper measures to keep us safe and those around us safe. So we want to remember things like social distancing. Remember to keep some space between you and others when you go out and about. It's still a good idea to wear your masks when you are out and about as well. We want to make sure we have those available to us. Washing our hands regularly. Just making sure when we cough, we do it appropriately into our elbow, like so. Just keeping in mind all the things that we have learned, brought to your attention, things you've probably known over the last several weeks. We just want to make sure and keep those top of mind as we start to kind of get back more into the norm, things to open up. Maybe we can go sit at a restaurant or go into more shops or things that are opening up. So we just want to make sure we stay safe and well and help our community stay safe and well.
Awesome. Aubrey, thank you. Centra, we promised that we would keep this short and sweet, so thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope you have a great week. We hope you have a great weekend. We will see you next week.